If only it were this easy to get charged creepers, survival mode. If only we could just go right down here and maybe right click like that, and if we jump up, oh look at that, a mob head. What if we did it again? Oh look, another mob head. Are there any more charged creepers? Okay, there's not, they're just zombies, but as you saw, we extremely easily got 2 mob heads right there, and you can get many more for yourself with this super simple, super easy 1.17 farm that uses the lightning rod. Now the lightning rod does not create lightning, it simply redirects lightning, meaning that it doesn't actually affect the lightning very much. A lightning bolt has to spawn pretty close to it to make it redirect, meaning that if you were to simply use the lightning rod here to create lightning at this farm and start charged creepers, it would be extremely slow. But if you hit a lightning rod with channeling Trident, like that, it obviously works just fine. However, I think the Trident's maybe slightly bugged right now. If I hit one of the other things around it, it may have something to do with the lightning rod, but it's a little bit bugged, I think, at the moment. However, parts of this farm are made extremely easy by new features in 1.17, like this tinted glass here, as you can see. And I'm going to show you how to build that today. However, there won't be a material list because I don't have the Lightmatica mod for schematics because it's a snapshot, so I apologize for that. This farm is best built over an ocean and starting at Y level 190. You are going to want to start with 1 piece of packed ice, and you're going to add an additional 3 onto the end of that so that you have 4 blocks of packed ice, and then you're going to get a normal fence and place that fence right there like that. And then you're going to get some soul sand, and you're going to place soul sand 1 block off of that fence. Now at the end of this ice, you're going to place 3 blocks in a line like that. Then you're going to add 1 more to each end, so it's 5 in total. And then you're going to bring some blocks out here, surrounding these other blocks of glass and that ice. You're going to get a block here, a block here. And then you're going to put, let's see, 2 blocks here like this, and then up here. Then you're going to take 2 water buckets, place 1 of them in each of those areas like that. Now you're going to make a total of a 3x8 long rectangle here of blocks. It's going to be 3 wide and then 8 long like this, and then you're going to make a border of glass starting here around the edges. You don't need corners, you're going to do that on both sides, and then you can put 3 water buckets right there, and then this water will flow down in that direction like that. Then you're going to want to place a block here, another block here like that. Then you're going to take a glass block there. You're going to make these go up an additional block, so it's 2 blocks tall. You're going to get glass and extend it out here and place a glass block there. And this is going to be the water elevator that is for our mobs. And there's going to be an additional row of glass blocks going up here. And then there's not going to be anything here. Well, there's going to be signs there. There's not going to be actual blocks. So let's figure out just how high this needs to go. You need to build up this pillar until the block you are standing on is Y level 216. As you can see, the block like there, that's what we're standing on and not what we're looking at. So you're going to need to do that on this area and this area. So once you bring that up, we'll be placing in signs and the rest of the water stream. Now you're going to take just some sign blocks. You're going to place a sign here, 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 and on every single one of these blocks to the very top. Once you have all your signs placed in, you can remove 2 blocks here, and then you can add an extra 5 blocks to this end here, and then you're going to get some smooth stone, or it doesn't actually have to be smooth stone, it just has to be you can just use a solid block, and you're going to place 3 of them at the end like that, and you're going to put more glass here. It's going to be 2 blocks tall, and you're going to just fill this in all the way like that. You're going to extend this glass out so it actually is on these sides 1 block on this smooth stone. You're going to place a gate here like that, and then you're going to go a block out and place another gate, and then you're going to get a sign here and a sign there, and then place water right there. And then you're also going to place a water bucket here, and you're going to want to get a bunch of kelp, and you're going to turn this entire column into a water stream. Once you've done that, all the water is going to flow in that direction, and now the channel for the mobs is complete, and we can remove this kelp. Now you're going to have 5 diagonal blocks going off of each side like this, and then after 5 blocks you have another 3 in a row, and then you have another 5 diagonals, and you probably get the idea now. So you're gonna make a sort of outline of this and just fill it in. Once you've done that, you're going to go down one block and make a second ring of blocks like this, just one block lower and it's a little bit smaller. And this is going to go around the entire formation here. Now here you're going to go down one more block and you're going to fill in this entire area with slabs like this. Now at the very center, you're going to take an obsidian block like this and you're going to take temporarily, you're going to temporarily take a solid block and place it there. You're going to break these 4 blocks and then you're going to place slabs on the lower end of the block like that down there, and then you're going to break that block, and on top of this obsidian you're going to place 2 lightning rods. And now down here you're going to go down a few blocks, 2 blocks like that, and then you're going to get a slab, and that slab is going to go right there, and then we're going to have, let's see, more slabs down here, only sort of at the bottom of the block. So what you can do is you can now go into here and you can also stand down here, and we're going to make this go out a few extra blocks like this so that you can actually land on it properly. And then you're going to get some torches you can place here. You actually don't need 4, but we're just going to light it up like that and it looks nice. So now this is where you stand to use the flint and steel to set off the charged creepers. And the final step up here is placing water on all of these blocks around this formation. It's kind of like a bowl actually, because all the mobs get pushed to the middle and the charged creepers don't blow anything up because they're sitting in the water. And it also actually serves the dual purpose of collecting all the items for you. So all I have to do is jump and you automatically collect the items, which I think is pretty handy. All that is left for us to do now is to make the mob farm, which is actually 3 layers that are just repeated. So I'm going to show you how to do 1 layer, and then you'll stack the layers, and I'll show you how to finish it off. But first, you're going to need to go up 2 blocks like that, and you're going to make sort of just like a pattern. It's a 5x5 hollow square here, and you're going to make it out of glass, and in the middle here you're going to have 9 fence gates like this, and they're all going to be open so that mobs can fall through them. And now from this block here, you're going to add an additional 6 onto it. And you're going to do this in all 4 sides. Now that you have that, you're going to want to just fill this in and go in diagonals and connect all this up like that. So you're going to fill this in with glass as well. It's all going to be filled in. Now that you have that, you should have a diamond pattern that looks kind of like this. And you're going to go up a block on all the sides and make a ring around it so that there's a new layer, and you're going to do that around the entire side. Now that you have that, you're going to do that again, and for the final time, and this is where the water is going to be. The water is going to be on this layer of blocks here, and you're going to make this go all the way around just like we did before. There we go. We have all the glass in place, so you can just go around placing water buckets on all of these blocks now, and it will be a larger version of the bowl thing that we made a second ago. If you accidentally misclick like I did, you may have to remove some of the water briefly to make it reset and work properly. But as you can see, now all of this flows into the very center, and that's a collection system for the mob farm. You'll send the mobs up into here. Now let's build the actual farm. Now you're going to take the new tinted glass, which is see-through but it does not let in light, and you're going to place 2 blocks of it on top of all of this normal glass down here. You're going to do that going around this entire ring. Once you've done that, you're going to take a layer of soul sand and place it on top of this tinted glass, and you're going to go around the entire ring with this. Once you've done that, you're going to go in 1 block diagonally, and you're going to create another diamond pattern here, but there's always going to be 1 block of diagonal space left in between this and the soul sand. You're going to fill all of it in except for the very center block, which will be something else. Alright, so this very center block is going to be a dispenser, and it's going to be facing upward, and it's going to have 1 water bucket inside of it. And now what you're going to do is you're going to take an observer, and you are going to have an observer right here facing straight upward above this dispenser, just like that. It's going to be facing straight up. Now we can finish the border here of this layer, and then you're going to build 2 more layers, and they're all going to be the same, and I'll show you how to finish the top off when you're done. So you're going to take a wither rose and place 1 on every single block of soul sand like that, and then you're going to take tinted glass and make sure that all the soul sand is covered on the outsides like that. You're going to do this all the way around before adding 1 more layer of tinted glass to complete this layer of the mob farm. So now that you've done that, you're going to go in 1 block and technically place a piece of tinted glass on every single one of the wither roses, and you're going to make 1 layer of that, and it's going to go all the way around the entire farm. You're then going to just want to scatter some torches around this outside because mobs actually can spawn on unlit tinted glass. So it's a little bit different than normal glass, so you are going to want to put torches to stop mobs spawning on the outside. But that won't matter for the light levels in here once the entire farm is built. But that's how you build one layer of this farm. Now you're going to add 2 more of these layers on. However, you are going to start with the soul sand. You're not going to have 2 blocks in between. I'll show you what we did over here. As you can see, after this layer here, there's just the soul sand that repeats, so you don't have to do these 2 blocks down here. This was special, but you are going to repeat everything else until we get to the very top. There we go. There's 3 layers total of this farm now over here, as you can see. So we're going to do the very final thing to finish it off. So you're going to add 1 more layer of tinted glass on top of this already existing layer, and then we're going to fill the entire thing in so that it's solid with tinted glass, except for the very middle, which will be 1 observer. Now you'll notice that when we place this last block and everything goes completely dark, and that's how it should be, but we actually have to add the on-off switch and the timing circuit for this farm. So you're going to get 1 lever, 1 comparator, a little bit of redstone dust, and a whole lot of redstone repeaters. And on this block right here on the side, you're going to place your lever, you're going to get a repeater, you're going to get a comparator, and you're going to turn it to subtract mode, and then you're going to get a bunch of repeaters. They're all going to run in a big line like this until you get to this block here. We're going to place some redstone, then you're going to run it back in a big line going in the opposite direction until you get to right here, and this is going to be a piece of redstone dust. And now every single one of these repeaters except for that one needs to be set to 4 ticks, and then you're ready to flick that lever and turn on the mob farm. Now that you have all this, you can actually go ahead and flick this lever if you want, and this will start the mob farm, and it may start spawning mobs. But you're going to go over here, and you're going to put 7 additional blocks on top of this one right here. So 5, 6, 7. You're going to go out an additional 4. In this direction, you're going to leave that block there. That's the block that we're going to AFK on, and you're going to put, let's see, 2 blocks out here on 3 sides like that. Then you're going to get a trap door, and you're going to place a trap door right there and right there like that. So now what you can do is you can go in here, and you can just go into crawl mode, and then you can sit here, and there's already mobs coming. It's already working. Actually, I forgot, we need to put 2 bits of glass on there like that to stop the mobs from escaping. They could fling out, and then that would cause problems. And yeah, so now you should have tons and tons of mobs spawning. We can use the spyglass once again, and they're all going to be coming up here. And whenever there is a thunderstorm, you can just go into here. We can go into survival mode, and you're just going to strike that lightning rod with your trident. And occasionally it may strike naturally, which is great, but it's pretty rare, like I explained before. But at that point, you can try to get out. They may start fighting each other, and you're just going to want to start blowing them up at that point. If you get out of the way in time, you can actually avoid dying without having to use a shield. But I would still recommend using a shield. It's a lot safer. It is possible to just sneak out there briefly and hit the lightning rod and then hide back in here before the skeletons start trying to shoot you. Like even these guys can't really shoot me if I sit here. But if I go out and I throw that, then most of the time they aren't able to retaliate. So that's how you use the farm. It's pretty straightforward. It's technically just an average mob farm when it's not thunderstorm. Only when there's a thunderstorm is it actually a mob head farm. That's when it becomes important. But anyways, guys, that's all for this tutorial. I hope that you found it useful or informative, and that it will help you in your quest to get mob heads easily without tons of danger. Normally, it's all too easy just to die while farming charge creepers. I've died a lot, so this will make this much easier. And the spyglass is pretty slick. But yeah, if you enjoyed, then consider leaving a like and subscribing. That would mean a lot, and it would help out the channel. And also, you can come join my public Discord server as well if you're interested in hanging out with us. The link is down in the description below. But that's going to be it for today, guys. Thanks for watching. I've been Speeve, and I'll see you guys in the next video or live stream. Bye!